Bula. My name is Esther. I'm from Fiji, and I hail from the beautiful island of Lomnikor, Samsam-Tavuni. And I'll be showing you how I created my masi for my MATAI assignment, and what are the designs is all about, and what it means to me, and the background, and yeah, so I'll be showing that in my video. So this is the tools for making masi, that is called ndotua, and this is the ike. And after I pound it, the masi will look like this, the clean masi. And these are the designs that we put on the masi, the print design. And after that, it will look like this. And if I want to make it shiny, I'll be using the ndongo. This is the ndongo. And then after I put it on the masi, it will shine like this. So as you can see, I'm using the ndotawa and the ike to pound the masi. So I'm pounding it. This is the single masi. You can see I'm using the water, so I wet my hands and I put it on the masi like to make it soggy, so when I pound it, it's easy to stretch and there's no escape. So when you're pounding the masi, you shouldn't be hard with it or be gentle with it, just right, so it can be softened and thin. So that's the main aim for pounding it this way. Yeah, while I was doing my masi, I was having a chit chat with my now, and she was telling me how to do it and this way and that way. So yes, for making the masi in our village, Samsam-Tavuni, only the ladies they do it, but Pacific ladies, not all the ladies. So if your matangkali is Valilevu and Toka Valilevu, we do it. And our so that's called is like a hierarchy in a particular village. So for our for my family, our tutu vavanua is turanga. So that's why our matangali is Valilevu, Toka Valilevu, and this is why the ladies in my family, we do this masi. And not even my mother or ladies from other villages or other province, they do the masi in our village, because it's like in the olden days there've been a curse that has been put that any other lady from outside, like an outsider or a lady that is married to the family, if they want to do the masi, like there's a curse that's been put there. So that's why only us, the ladies from like the turanga, yeah, we only do the masi. So that's why. So basically, like the ladies outside of my family, that like they are not allowed to do the masi. So that is basically what I'm trying to say. And this is the basin of water that I was telling you that I was wetting my hand with, so I can tap it on the masi so it can be soggy enough, as you can see now. And now I have folded the masi, and I just folded it once, and I'm pounding it again, redoing everything again, wetting my hands and making it soggy. And the reason why I folded it again so I can pound it again so it can be thin and it can stretch, and so it can stretch enough. So that's what I'm doing again right now. So I'm just like redoing literally everything what I did in the first part. So so that's basically what I'm doing. And this is how it looks like after I've pounded it. And I'm just showing you how thin it is. So now I'm pounding it again so it can be more thinner. So this process basically takes 4 to 5 months to do, so it can be thin enough like a paper. So this is one of my bumbu, so she's helping me to gather it into one corner, and after I gather it into one corner, I will soak it in a basin of genola, just genola itself. And after that, you'll have to spread it on a floor. So before you spread it, you have to mop the floor, like just water. So it has to be that soggy enough, like it has to be wet enough so you can spread your masi on it. And as you can see, I have a cloth on my hand. It's on the side that I'm wiping my hands with, but it's literally a soggy cloth that I'm wetting my hands with because my hand needs to be wet while I'm doing this process on the floor, like the masi process that I'm doing on the floor. So yeah. And this is how it looks like after I've spread it on the floor. It has to be straight. So I leave it on the floor for 5 to 4 days so it can dry enough. So now I am using this design on a paper because my nurse said so I can practice on it before I put it on the masi so nothing spoils it. So that's why I'm practicing on a book. The red cloth that I'm using to wipe the design with is I'm using that because to don't spoil the masi or the book, because if I don't wipe it and just after I design and I move it to the other place, it will spoil because the ink is still on it and it can be at the back of it too. So that's why we wipe it. And now me and my now is measuring the masi and cutting it so it can be the right size and length to start with my design. And we're using the ruler and the pencil to do all this, and after that we'll cut it and we'll start with our masi printing. So now I've gotten it, and now me and my now is gonna measure the section and the border where I'm going to do my printing. And yeah, so right now we are going to section it into 3 and do the border for the MATAI print. So now I'm going to start with my massy printing. So that design that I'm about to use is called the Laini Roa. So the Laini Roa is what I'm going to do on my massy. And what I'm going to use is, as you can see that black thingy. It's like an ink, like a thick ink. It's called the Putuloa. So the Putuloa is what I'm going to use on top of the massy with this Laini Roa, the design. So watch me do it. So now I'm going to start with one of the three sections that I drawn on the MATAI. So this first one is going to be used on both of the side. So this is called the Dakai. So that is what the design name is. Like the design name is Dakai. So that's what I'm using on this MATAI. I'll be using it on both of the sides. So this side and the other side. And you'll see it shortly on the video. So what we are doing now, me and my now, we are measuring the side of this design. So we are measuring it so there can be a border there. So both of the side can have a border. So you'll see it after we finish, you'll see the putula on it. So now I'm starting with the other side, but using the same design, the Dakai design. So I'm using it on the other side, which I told you earlier that I was going to use it on both sides. So that's what I'm doing now. So now I've finished the sides design, so that's how it looks like now. And after this I will be starting with the middle design. So the middle design is called the Ndrowni New Musi. So that is what the middle design name is. But all the design, like those are the names that I was telling you, those are in categories, eh? But the name of the design, like the whole design, is called Round Row. So like example, eh? So this design is called Round Row, but this part is called this part is called this. So that's how it is laid out or explained out. So these are the designs, the round row, but this particular design is the Kumbunindakai, and this particular design is Drowning New Musi. So that is what I'm trying to say. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to tell you. So yeah. So now I'm done with the middle design, and you know, the first part, like the first time I told you that we left the border in between because we'll paint that black too with the putulo, so that's why we left space in between so we can color it. I mean, not basically color it, you know what I mean by that, like paint it with putulo, the name of that black ink. So yeah, that's what we are doing right now, me and my now. So yeah. So now I'm showing you the whole masi when I'm done with the border and the 3 designs, 2 on the side and the middle one. So that's how it looks now. So now I'm painting the border of the masi all black using the putulo. So I'll be doing that around the masi, and you'll see it after I'm done. It will really look nice, and I'm leaving some space between, and you can see it well when it's done. So now I'm done with the masi and the border. As you can see, I left the space, and you can see now clearly. And after that, now I'm going to let that dry, and then after that I'll be using the dongo. The dongo is used on the masi, like the black part. We only put it on the black part, not the white part. So it's used to make the masi shine. So we'll be putting it only on the black part. So that's what I'm doing, and I'll show you after I use it, it will shine. So now I'm done with putting the dongo on it. As you can see, it is shiny, and after this I will let it dry. So now I am getting the dry masi, and I'm gonna iron it, and I'll only iron the back part, not the front part. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to turn it, and then I'm going to iron it. And the reason why we iron it is because to make it straight. And yeah. Bulatale. So what you've seen is my Matai assignment on the videos that I've shown you, and I hope you've learned something from it, and I hope you enjoyed it too. So that's all from me, Vinaka, and this is my Matai assignment.